Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review The Zombie Wedding. And this is a new horror comedy romance dealing in a world where a zombie outbreak is slowly happening. And it's something that, like, sure, there's deniers and stuff like that, and especially in a post-COVID world, this film hits a couple of chords that are very relatable, sometimes a little bit too uncomfortably relatable. But this is a world where there's going to be the first human zombie wedding. Because you have this young couple who really want to get married, and they're planning their wedding, and unfortunately the groom gets bitten by a zombie and turns into one. And then the fallout is they're going to move forward with this wedding. And there's people and zombies who are against it. There's people and zombies that are for it. And all kinds of shenanigans in this really campy, fun comedy romance comes to play. This is based on apparently a hit interactive play that premiered in 2015. And it is set in southern New Jersey, in Vineland, New Jersey, which is nuts. That, like, I'm sitting here, I'm from South Jersey, being like, oh, like, I know what this is, where this is set and stuff like that. So, Jersey pride here. But this is from director Micah Kahn and from writer Greg D'Alessandro. And this film certainly leans heavily into its camp. It is over the top, it is silly. The performances, for the most part, are really all over the top and campy. You do have a few that you kind of feel like have to be grounded, and I feel like the central performance, obviously, we have here, and that's where a lot of the anchoring comes in. But there's so many fun, over-the-top supporting characters. Some of them are a little too much. Like, I wasn't a fan of whatever the Reverend character was doing. I feel like it was too idiosyncratic to fit into the rest of the campiness of the film. But you have the likes of, like, Sherry Odery, who plays the future mother-in-law of this young woman, who's so highfalutin, high class, just so judgmental. And then you have Siobhan Fallon Hogan and Kevin Chamberlain, who are like the more salt-of-the-earth parents of the young bride. There are a lot of stereotypes, but I think these character actors do a fine job with them. You even have Vincent Pastore of, The Sopranos fame playing the mayor, Mayor Fanucci of this town of Vineland, and he's certainly having some fun. There's a lot of threads that are thrown out there, like this whole reporter thing, which I get the point of having, like, the media there, because it's also trying to do commentary on, like, zombies, because, like, the main focus is this wedding, but it's also trying to make some kind of commentary on pandemics and stuff like that, and the media. But there's this subplot between these two journalists who were once romantically involved, hate each other now, are they going to get back together? That kind of thing that just felt like it was kind of tacked on. And you have this whole entire thing with the federal agents that are there at the wedding that are trying to stop any kind of zombie-human interactions, and Heather Matarazzo's the one who's, like, the leader of this, like, federal agent crew that's there. There's a lot of moving pieces for a film that's only, like, an hour and 39 minutes, but there's a lot of campiness. It's a lot of fun. They have a lot of fun with, like, the crazy over-the-top outfits for the zombies, their makeup that makes them look like zombies, and there's honestly a bit of a tone of, you never know when the zombies are gonna go into action and somebody gets turned into a zombie. There's a few good surprises there throughout this film on, like, when that's going to happen. The romance is pretty standard and unremarkable, but it's more of that's the structure to let all this campy mayhem happen. And there's enough structure and enough campy mayhem to make this a fun little film that's certainly worth a watch. But those are my thoughts on The Zombie Wedding. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.